Have any of you guys heard of the Travis Rudolph?
No.
No.
Okay. And the reason why you probably haven't heard of him because he's an American person, but what's happened to him is something that can resonate and we can apply it to over the UK. So I want to quickly just read you exactly what's happened. I'm not sure if you might see it on social media, but on June the 7th, 2023, Travis Rudolph, a 27-year-old former professional and college wide receiver in American football, was acquitted of 4 charges stemming from shooting that left one man deleted and another man injured. He faced 1 count of first-degree deletion and 3 counts of attempted deletion. What led to this situation? You know, deletion, you know what I mean, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Just for the, before anyone's like, deleting? What happened?
I don't-
For the algorithm.
For the algorithm, deleting.
Okay.
You know,
He's gone.
What do you mean?
opposite of alive.
Oh, he killed himself.
No, okay, listen to the story.
Yeah.
Back in 2021, Rudolph and his girlfriend Dominique Jones had an on and off again tumultuous situationship.
Okay.
Although they were sleeping together and spending time together, Rudolph refused to acknowledge her as his significant other and told her that he would not marry her. On April the 7th, 2021, an argument about marriage escalated after Dominique found text messages from another woman. She refused to let Rudolph leave the home and admitted to the stand that she smashed his phone, his PlayStation 5 and other items. PlayStation 5, you know.
5-6 bills. From
And other items in the house. The confrontation spilled out to the front yard where she smashed the window out of one of his cars. She's coming like Jasmine Sullivan and busting windows out your cars.
Oh.
Before he was able to get into the house and close the door, leaving her outside. So Jones sent her a text in a group chat saying that Rudolph put hands on her and that somebody needed to come to his house and shoot his shit up. Jones' brother came to the house with 3 friends, so she called her brother and he came with his 3 friends. Initially, a fight broke out in the front yard between Rudolph and his brother and the 4 men. Rudolph ran into his house and grabbed the AR-15 assault rifle and shot 39 rounds at the attackers and the SUV, deleting 1 man and injuring the others. After the shooting, the men didn't immediately go to the hospital, and the man that passed away went on to, and 1 man passed away, and the rest went on to seek medical treatment over an hour and a half after the incident. Jones went through her phone and deleted all the text messages concerning the event to avoid incrimination. Rudolph initially tried to seek a stand your ground defense, but was denied by the judge. Florida's stand your ground laws state that a person that is under reasonable threat against their life does not have to flee and has the right to defend themselves with a weapon. Now that you know a little bit about this backstory, I want to start with you. I want to ask you a question. What should Dominique Jones be held responsible in this situation? Do you agree or disagree that she was the cause of his death and the injury of the men that she called to confront Rudolph?
To be honest with you, she is the sole cause of this situation, because if you are with a man and the man is not claiming you and he's telling you that he doesn't want to be with you and he has no plans of if you have a standard, like a level like where you're expecting marriage and you want this from this guy who you're with and he's blatantly telling you I'm never ever going to marry you, it's then your decision to either leave or to accept what he's saying. So if she wasn't happy about that and knew that he didn't want to marry her, she should have left. That's what she should have done. If he is speaking to other women and she's found text messages, she needs to make again that decision to either leave or to take what he's doing. Her getting angry and reacting the way that she did, she has no right, because he's clearly already told you where he stands with you. Then for you to call your... Look, so for me, coming as a Moroccan girl, coming from a Moroccan background, an Islamic background, if I was dating somebody who I'm not married to, who hasn't come to ask for my hand in marriage, I would never ever let my family even know of him.
Okay.
For starters, they wouldn't even know of him. Let alone for me to call my brother and say to my brother, this guy that I'm dating has done this, that, and the other. Come around and do what you need. Firstly, he wouldn't anyway, because he'll be like, have you got no respect to even call me and let me know that you're doing stuff with this guy that you're not even married with? That's the first thing. And secondly, why would I want to put my brother in a situation where he could go to prison for life and then basically, you know, it's a very deep situation.
Okay. Rob, let me ask you. Have you ever had a woman call you to confront or attack another man? Do you have a vetting system to make sure the accusations against that man is true?
Has a woman called me to go and attack another man?
Has a woman ever called you to be like, Rob, I need you to come and do something for any reason in your life? And if she does, is there a vetting system that you check for? Or do you just pull up because a good woman calls you?
Potentially, someone's probably asked me before, but would I pull up? No. Because I haven't got any loyalty to her, whoever this person is.
No, I'm saying.
So what you're saying? If it's a relative of mine, or what?
Just the same scenario. It could be a girl you're dating, could be a friend, family member, whatever, sister. In this case, it was she called her brother.
Okay.
And
okay, well, so I've got sisters. I've got a lot of sisters.
Okay.
So if my sister called me and was like, boom, 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 boom. First of all, I know my sisters, so I know it's not going to be black and white.
Yeah.
So there's going to be more to the story than he did this.
Yeah.
There's definitely more to the story, and I'm not gonna. So once I sort out that kind of aspect of things, then I'm going to make a decision what I'm going to do. But it's not going to be an emotional decision, which it sounds like these guys have.
Yeah.
Because this girl has said to her brothers, he's done this. And they're like, what? I'm writing that immediately kind of vibe. And
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
But how many girls, we've all grown up with people that have brothers and people that have connections. How many times have people said, I'm going to call my brothers or we're going to do this? Like, so yes, if your sister calls you, you're going to come outside. But in this scenario, she called her family members and they're gonna come because it's their sister, and she's lied and she said all types of stuff. This man put hands on me. He hasn't. All he's done is
to be honest, he hasn't done anything. She's actually given him physical, emotional abuse. So
what I'm trying to say to you in this scenario,
that's a good
so have you ever been called up to do anything?
Not to my recollection, no.
Cool. Let me tell you about a recent event, and I don't want to speak too much because I don't you know what I mean. But just recently, my sister, she's got a business, and she was working with a designer, and I don't want to speak too much because I don't. But just put it like this: I had to go outside, and I had to almost do a mad thing for my sister, just based upon someone doing bad business with her, and based upon the fact that she didn't want to get me involved, but it got to the point of where I had to get involved.
I think that's a key point as well, because mostly they won't ask you because the situation's like that, but then when it gets to the stage where they feel like they've got no option.
So now she's telling me something, and now I'm like, I'm deciding what to do. Do you understand? Because it's got to the point, and I always think that women need to remember that. See, a lot of times when women argue with men, they don't understand that arguments can lead to something. So a lot of times when they're like, fight or go do this, they don't realize that fights can end in death.
Yeah.
Like that's really what they, you know what I mean? It's the beginning of killing somebody. Beating them up is
I think that's one of the biggest things as well. I think the biggest disconnect, like you're saying, is that women don't understand. Like, like for example, we've all been on podcasts and we might have a disagreement with a girl, but if we have a disagreement with a guy, to the level of the disagreement will lead to more. So that's why guys speak with each other with a certain level.
It won't get past 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And the reason it won't is because at some point, one of us listen, when you see two men arguing in the street, how long do you see? Do you see them arguing for 5 minutes? 60 seconds? It's good. It won't even get to 1 minute before someone says, so what are you saying?
Yeah, straight away.
Yeah? And this is what kind of governs men. It's that unseen thing. Well, if you start arguing with me at some point, I don't have to take this. I'm going to be like, what are you saying? But women have that women know, fundamentally they know we can't do anything. And so when they argue and raise the levels, at the end of the day, you can't do nothing. But if you keep raising your mouth, at some point, I'm going to tell you, so what are you saying? Because that's how we govern each other as men, right? And this is why I say arguing with women doesn't make any sense, because at some point, what are you going to do? When she said, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The only power you have with women is walking away.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, I mean, it depends, because some men will actually do.
No, what I'm saying, but at that point,
some men will actually do.
No, but at that point, you've been tricked out your position, and now you've attacked a woman, and now police can come. And what I'm trying to say is, the moment where a woman is, if you have to put your hands on a woman, you need to leave that woman. She's not the woman for you.
Yeah,
100%.
Because 100%. No woman should be creating that. Let me ask you. Dominique Jones was mad at Rudolph for not taking her seriously for the relationship or marriage, but then it came out that she was married to another man while she was dating Rudolph.
Wow.
Did she have the right to get upset at Rudolph for texting other women when she was married to another man?
100% not.
Oh my
God. So why did she get man deleted for, even though she was doing that?
That's like, to be honest, she like might not be mentally well or something. Yeah. It's like something is not like, that's.
You know what I think it is? I think that she's not happy with the guy she's actually married to, and she wanted to move on to this guy for multiple reasons, and she wanted that secured before she left that guy. And because she couldn't secure it, and she's probably not happy in the relationship she's in, now all this madness occurs.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, but then I think that says a lot about her because
Oh,
if
yeah,
you're-
she's a
if
wreck.
If you're married to a man,
Mm.
you don't cheat on him. If you start to feel attracted to somebody else, and this is just attraction, if you start to feel that you're getting attracted to other men, then you need to leave your man before you even start to get physical. And then you've actually got to the point where you're physical and you're still with your man. That's
But why
speaks
you
a
being
lot.
attracted to other men while you got a man?
But this is what I'm saying. If you find yourself attracted to another man while you're in a relationship with a man, then clearly you don't love that man that you're with.
Yeah.
So you're not happy where you are. So what you're gonna do now is start to look somewhere else for that happiness. But what you need to do is before you look somewhere else for that happiness, you need to finish with your man
Yeah.
first. You need to let him know. You need to say, look, you know, I don't want to be with you because I'm starting to feel attracted to other guys. You know.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think but I just don't think it's reality.
It's not reality.
And what I mean by that is that usually when girls want to break up with someone, marriage, boyfriend, whatever, they want something to go to.
Yeah.
They don't like being out in the abyss between people.
Oh, no.
They want to take that step to another
Usually
person.
when your girl breaks up with you, or she gets with another guy, he was already there. Like, you know what I mean? And women don't like to admit this because it's that thing where women don't want to be seen as bad, but women cheat as, you know, just pretty much.
People can be good and people can be bad. Do you know what I mean? So
maybe
across
that's
the board.
women who are afraid to be alone. Because I
mm.
wouldn't hesitate. If I felt like I was not attracted to you anymore, like even without another man being there, if I feel like I'm not attracted to you anymore and I don't want to be with you, I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
And if I start looking at other guys, I'm definitely 100%.
But surely that's like your own experience and your own
I can only speak
morality, etc.
Yeah, I can only speak from my own, you know, my own perception and how I view things and how I do things. I would let him know. Like I don't want to be with you anymore.
But some people can't be that transparent and that honest, and that's part of the problem.